Welcome back, everyone, to the first episode of Season 2 of Tomb of Annihilation with Double the Dice. Oh, I've been so excited for this session. I hope everyone else is excited too. Last time, our party of adventurers finally arrived at the Needle's Bones, a legendary treasure of an abandoned hoard from a long-dead green dragon. With allies in tow, including the guides Ferul and Gondolo, a local expert who lives in a houseboat, Bio, and the wanted men Artis Cimber and Dragonbait. There was a rumble in the ground. With surprisingly little warning, one of the frost giants seeking Artis Cimber appeared and made eye contact with Yenben and Artis Cimber. Should Artis have left Yenben behind? Should Yenben have hidden instead of trying to climb out of the crevasse? Who knows? But we won't be rejoining them immediately. First, we will be flashing back several years to an entirely separate group of adventurers. Tonight, we will be joining a band of miscreants who unwittingly have discovered an ancient tomb of unknown origin and unknown danger. We hear the sounds of the ocean, of seagulls, of wind and sail. A pirate bay on the west side of Chult. Walking these docks, these hidden docks in a secluded cove, we see an auto-gnome walking along, looking for where they are going to meet in a secret location. Travaian, would you please describe your character?
Sorry, it was a slow mosey. I have little legs. So, walking across the dock, you see an auto gnome wearing no clothing because he's a freaking robot, but kind of a brass, burnished look to him, carrying a whole assortment of bags and pouches and like leathers and tools and accoutrements, and just he seems to be laden down almost with a backpack as big as he is. But with the telltale pointy ears, and weirdly, he's made of metal, but the beard is permanently bescraggled. And beside him is a smaller version of him, but instead of a backpack is a jetpack.
Adorable.
Kind of floating along beside him as his artificer homunculus.
So, looking for your destination, you were told the address, not really an address, you were given a description of the building that you were to meet your patron in. All of the structures here are ramshackle, improvised. Many of them are built from ship components and things like that. And you find your destination, an even more ramshackle and secluded area in this mostly covert city. You knock on the door and you are allowed entry. And inside, you see a human. Bob the Krill, would you please describe your character?
Inside, you see the Big A. And you know why they call him the Big A? Because his hair comes out, and it is a mohawk that comes out slightly off his head to make a big A. This guy is in the middle of the room with his two swords out, swinging them, doing little loops around and around. He's got one big scimitar and one short sword, and he's getting the crowd pumped. He's going, "Look at me, everybody! I'm the Big A. I'm here to make your day."
He sounds like a wrestler. Like partly inspired by Randy Savage. It's the Big A.
Big A.
The Big A is gonna make your day.
And with me, I have Jay in the back corner.
Jay, would you please describe your character?
The back corner is a relatively disheveled Kenku, black feathers, dressed in some worn, slightly rusted studded leather armor, and their mouth is open and just sounds of cheers is like coming out like a speaker as the Big A is doing his show.
That's right. Everybody loves me.
Oh yeah, we love you, Big A. Yeah,
Yes.
Oh boy.
Give me some of the fire stuff.
Just the sound of fire, no actual pyrotechnics.
we're in a wood building.
It's
I love
awesome.
He's at least third.
Mhm.
Safe
Profits, showboating, and safety.
There you go.
In those order.
Well, I feel like if safety was third order, then we might have had pyrotechnics.
Don't forget safety third.
So as you're waiting for your patron, you know him to be a very, very wealthy man. This man has been waging war across all of Chult and has gained some information that you think may be pertinent. Treviathan, as you enter in and you see this show going on to an empty room, what do you say? What does your auto-gnome say?
Oh my fuck! What the shit is this?
Yes, come over here and sit and watch. I'm about to do the stunt of a lifetime. Is everybody ready?
Why?
Is anybody somehow recording? If there is a way of recording in this day and age. Are you ready? I'm going to jump up on the table. Can I get a drum roll, please?
Arceus takes 2 steps fully back.
And then he's going to try and run, and he's going to try and throw his sword up in the air, and then he's going to try and do a front flip, and then he's going to try and roll on the ground when he lands, and land in a kneel position, and reach his hand out to try and catch the sword.
Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 performance checks and an acrobatics check. No, I'm gonna ask you to do an acrobatics check and a performance check.
Okay, let's see.
Acrobatics for safety, performance for style.
Valid.
Yep, that's about right. And performance for some style. Why did that hate me?
8 and 8. It is not safe, and it is not stylish. How do you feel this would go?
I think as I'm going to do the front flip, I sort of trip on the edge of the table. I throw the sword forwards, and it just flies straight at Trev. And then I, because I'm tripping, I'm just gonna fully face plant straight into the floor.
Amazing.
Yeah. Arceus just hits the deck.
Roll 1d10 there, Bob.
1d10. Alrighty.
Am I making a deck save or am I just taking damage?
No, it misses you.
Oh,
I'm gonna say it misses you.
You know what? Actually, for story purposes, we can say it hits me. I'm okay with it
Bob the
hitting
Krill,
me.
you take 4 damage.
okay, sounds good.
Bludgeoning from your fall.
But even taking this damage, I think he gets back up and he still goes into the T pose. He's like, "We'll be here," and then he just walks away.
It was just
Amazing.
Great work.
So I would say you see the sword go right next to the door, and then the door opens and you see a chicken in heavy armor. Galadremin, would you please describe your character?
So my character's name is Lottie. Lottie is a bright Gallus paladin. She underneath her heavy armor, you can see a lot of very well kept, very neat and tidy cream colored feathers, and then unlike like some of her Gallus kinfolk have a comb, but she actually has kind of a crest of feathers that they start out cream colored and then they turn into kind of like a rusty copper kind of color, and they sort of flow outward from behind. Like, I don't know if a cat had ears, but she's got a crest. And that kind of flows out from behind, her helmet that she wears as part of her outfit. Instead of having a plume like a...
I so love that you chose the Gallus race.
Well, you gotta live that chicken life.
Yeah, may as well.
You said Gallus, and I 100% thought that you were describing like a paladin subclass that I wasn't familiar with. A Gallus paladin. I'm like, what kind of paladin's that?
A 4.5 foot tall chicken who's going to, I don't know, smite some people.
So about the same size as the autognome, and so the sword went at the autognome's head. So you open the door and immediately see the sword still fluttering next to the door jamb. How does Lottie respond?
She's watching Lottie. I'm watching everything go down. I'm seeing things. I'm seeing the sword whiz by. Not really impressed. Not that she wants to. Not that she thinks that the sword isn't well aimed, but that she's a little worried that this is the party that she's been agreeing to work with if they're going to be throwing swords around inside. So anyway, so she kind of pulls her chicken head back and pauses to see if there's another reaction.
I'm gonna
Oh,
run.
thank God you're here, Lottie. Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna run up, hand extended, and be like, "Hello! It's nice to see you again. It's Alan Man. You can call me the Big A." And then I'm gonna scoop up my sword, pull it out the wall, and be like, "Got the
You have a
cake
stroke
over
there, son?
What's that?
You have a stroke there, son, or is that your name?
Alan Man is my name, given by birth.
Oh, fuck.
I gotta earn all those vowels, though."
That's a lot of vowels.
Well,
No, it's only one vowel.
Turn. Damn.
It's one vowel.
Yeah, my mom didn't know any E's, I's, O's, or U's. Just A's.
Lottie, you okay?
Lottie ruffles feathers all over underneath her armor and ruffles wings and then settles back down.
Is that a no? I don't speak Gallus.
Sorry, I realize you don't speak bird speak. Yeah,
I just
thanks
said
for
that,
asking. I'm fine.
I thought of a great joke. I thought of a great joke for you. A chick walks into a bar. Squawk! I mean, ouch!
Woo, yeah, woo, Big A, we love you, yeah, woo!
This is the Big A!
Yeah!
What have I done? What have I brought upon myself?
Oh, no. Just looks at Lottie. Oh, fuck.
From the back of the room, a door opens and you hear,
I hide behind Lottie.
hilarious.
Thank you. You can make
Lottie
donations.
ruffles
if you like.
feathers. I ruffle feathers again. Wiggle my tail feathers.
A human man walks in through the doors. He has on probably very, very high-end, very ornate medium armor. Not super heavy, but well-crafted. With a multitude of designs, including snakes and coatls and many legendary creatures throughout the armor. And and behind him come two robed attendants with their hoods over their heads, covering their faces. Seemingly, they glide slowly and clumsily into the space behind him.
How does one glide clumsily?
Stutteringly.
So is it like...
Like they're trying to glide? Yeah, they glide into objects. That would be that would be it. Yeah. They bump their knees on the tables and they stumble but silently, without speaking.
Dude, there's no way to slam your knee into an object while gliding and not make noise.
Without vocalizing. They do it without... But these ones do it without vocalizing.
They're fucking inhuman. Just saying.
Would you like to try to get a better look at them?
Sure. Fuck it. Why not?
Make a perception check.
Scrutinize. You know what?
Or in
starting off
natural
fucking
20.
Strong, kids.
Getting them out of the way
24,
early.
24.
I love it. So, with that nat 20, your character, whose name is Arceus, realizes that, I think being shorter, you have a better view of their hood because they have their heads kind of bowed. And you can see that one of them is missing an eye and some teeth and half of their face. They're undead. Probably zombies. And one of them is carrying a bag full of a bunch of boxes, it looks like. And the man in the room you recognize as the warlord of Chult, named former defender of Mesro, named Raz Nasi, who has now been on a campaign to try and conquer all of Chult, starting with Mesro.
How do I spell Raznasi?
R-A-S
Okay.
space N-S-I.
N-S-I, okay.
N-S-I. And you would know that Raz is more or less the equivalent of a duke, more or less. It's a title. His name is Nasi. He says, I appreciate all of you arriving on time. Thank you for being here. My sources have found a location of great value where we suspect there to be many treasures that may aid my campaign's efforts. Are you prepared to raid a tomb?
Oh yeah, let's get it. This is gonna be a big opportunity. I think everybody is gonna love what we do tonight.
I mean, if there's coin.
There will be coin, no doubt. And he smiles and you see these fangs appearing.
That's kind of creepy. I smile and I just have a tooth that just falls off.
Let me get that for you.
Oh, it's happened again.
Sorry, Lottie, I interrupted you.
Oh, Lottie I wants to ask directly. Tell us more about the coin.
My sources are not certain of the exact amount of valuables in this treasure hunt. However, it is highly defended, and no location is that defended without something very valuable within. You will be entitled to all coinage you find, so long as you share with me any magical, or arcane, or divine artifacts within the tomb.
I see.
Or rather, so long as you give me first pick.
Cha-ching.
So,
Well, I suppose we'll have to find out what's in there.
oh, it's a tomb, you're saying?
This is called the Tomb of the Nine Gods.
So, I've noticed more than 9 gods on that beer to real. So, which 9?
Well, obviously it wouldn't be the existing gods, now would it? Or else those gods would be dead and buried in a tomb.
Oh, that math tracks.
What I do know is another of our sources went to great lengths to acquire these 9 puzzle cubes. And they reach back and grab the bag that the zombie's carrying, and carefully empties it on the table. I should have the right pages open in my book.
Who needs those?
While you're looking at that, I want to take the opportunity to explain that Lottie's I'm very uncomfortable with the presence of these undead things, and am silently almost hissing at them through my somewhat open beak with my little chicken tongue.
Do I notice this?
Make a perception check.
I like how Jay's just dancing through this entire episode. Love that.
Does a nat 1 get it?
Alanamanapia does not see it. So on these puzzle cubes, you notice that there are a bunch of easily recognizable creatures. One looks like one looks like a snail. Another looks like a grung. Another like a monkey, and some kind of long-necked bird like a crane. But then there are some that are harder to recognize. Like, there's something that looks like it could be a snake, but it has other designs on it that might indicate something else. There's something that looks clearly like a cat or some sort of feline predator, but it also seems to have carvings of tentacles and things sticking out from its back.
Tentacle.
Unfortunately, without having gone through the process of acquiring these cubes, you haven't gotten the opportunity to learn much about them or where they come from. And Rasnisi seems to have no patience for any extra explanations to you.
So there's 9 gods and tentacles.
I don't think
How
that's
many
quite how
tentacles
that
does it take
works
to make
there, friend.
an octopus laugh? More or less. We assume these cubes will be used to open the tomb and allow you entrance. I can arrange someone to drop you off, though you must be cautious. Even the entrance of the tomb is guarded, and especially with the puzzle cubes being missing. We must
all good.
act quickly before anyone notices that they are gone.
I mean, we get to keep the coin.
We gotta act
Oh.
quickly so we can get the coin.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Any objections?
Any last questions before you depart?
Yeah, we gonna die?
Probably.
Oh, fuck.
Just don't be a chicken. No offense to the chicken.
I'm an evil warlord, and even I know that's not cool, man.
Yo,
He goes first. I'm sorry, Lottie. That's not fair to you.
that was my bad. It's just not every day that you travel with a chicken.
My dude. Gallus.
I mean, maybe not for you, but for me,
Read the
every day I do travel with a chicken.
That's a good point.
Wait. So you
Gallus.
travel with another chicken?
No, but I am a chicken, so I feel like that qualifies.
Anyway,
Well, I travel with a hot stud every day. Okay, let's get to that tomb.
Fucking
Rasmusy
where?
immediately looks at the Kenku.
Yeah.
And you all depart.
I have a question. Oh, poof.
Oh, okay.
I was expecting that to be like, poof. We're in a new location.
No, do you have another question for real?
I do actually. Fuck you take these cubes from?
There are a series of shrines located in and around the area, which we managed to find a contact who knew the terrain particularly well. And one of the individuals responsible for maintaining those shrines managed to acquire them for a pretty penny.
Oh. You bribe somebody.
Make it worth my while.
Oh shit.
So someone's going to notice that they're missing.
Soon.
Is this somebody we need to be worried about?
Just some kobolds, some grung, and the like.
Have these characters worked for Rasmusy before?
Probably not, but you've definitely heard of him. He's kind of a big name right now with current events going on and his invasion.
Have we
Sorry.
his casual invasion?
Just a casual invasion.
Just casually.
He's been running a campaign to try to conquer all of Chult with an army of the undead.
Cool.
Famous for
Infamous?
or infamous as the case may be, for ghouls, skeleton, and zombies with a blue triangle on their forehead.
You don't say.
That means nothing to me.
That means nothing to me either, but god damn it. The lore.
The lore!
So,
Yes.
oh no, the lore dump made me forget my question. Right. Is it a common dialectical thing for people to emphasize their S's quite so hard?
Make a history check.
Oh my god, something I'm good at. 18. That's a nat one.
You gain no new information with this roll.
Okay.
Maybe in some parts, somewhere.
As I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about our patron and kind of his influence. I'm scratching with my chicken feet, just kind of as I think me.
I must depart, but I will be in touch.
How do we be telling you how when we be getting out of the tomb? All the treasure.
I will have a contact here for you to reach.
You have so many voices.
Got many of them.
What the fuck was that? All right, okay.
Stay a while and listen. Anyway.
That was when we met Bane.
Deckard Dane, you say?
Deckard Dane, yes. Deckard Slane. So, are we ready to head out? Any other questions?
If anyone else has any more, I guess we head out.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Money.
So, you're guided by a small red kobold who moves very stealthily and leads you to the entrance. Before you is a tall obelisk that says, if I can find the right thing. Near the base of the cliff, before you are a series of cliffs with a door before you, etched into the stone. It looks like it may raise up, and inset in that door are all of these different icons corresponding with the different puzzle cubes. To your right is a long hallway, and each of these stars on the map represent a different inlet for which there is a statue that corresponds with each of the puzzle cubes that you have before you. Right, so that's number 2 on the map. But the obelisk directly in front of you says, near the base of the cliffs, a 15-foot tall obelisk of cracked stone is draped with vines and black moss. Behind you, you see a dark passageway obscured by withered creepers. A second small tunnel burrows into the base of the cliff to the east. 3 stone gargoyles watch you from narrow ledges carved into the cliffside. Each has the face of a bearded devil, its mouth agape in a silent scream. And I have all of these quotes from the book available to you guys. You don't have to write them down word for word.
Too late.
What would you like to do?
Can I go put my hand in one of the gargoyles' mouths?
They're too high up. They're 15 feet high.
Oh, sorry.
They're 15 feet up in the air. No, do you want to try to jump again?
Actually, yeah, I'll fly up using my using my winged boots.
Trev, it sounds like you're restless over there.
I am, but I'm going to wait for Bob to finish his thing.
Thank you. So, Bob, you fly up and you just place your hand in the mouth?
Yeah, I go, look at me, everybody! And I put my hand in its
Hey,
mouth.
he's dead.
Look, my hand's in the monster's mouth.
Is that all you do?
Yeah. and then I'll come back down.
Nothing happens. It's a stone statue. It doesn't seem to respond.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Treviathan, what were you going to say while you were so restless?
Can you paint me a word picture? From that description, I gathered literally nothing of the actual scene. I have no, can you help put that in real words, not book words?
I mean, there's 3 places for you to investigate right now. There's a door inside a cliff face,
Okay.
in an inlet. There's an obelisk in front of it, almost like a signpost. And to the right is a hallway.
To the right
to your
of what?
character right. So you're facing the door. To your right is a hallway to the east.
So a secondary entrance.
It would seem so.
Okay. All right. That's what was messing with my head. I was like, there's a door, but also a hallway that goes a different direction, but also an obelisk. And
I brought you over to the map. Do you see the map?
It refreshed me in a weird spot. All I saw was black. Now that I see that, yes, I see what you're saying. But my brain was having a hard time just like,
well, it's still good for the listeners at home.
Hallway, but also doorway, but also obelisk. And my brain just kind of put them all in the same spot and tried to 3D print that, and it didn't work.
That's okay.
Well, get us in.
What would you like to do?
I will get us in. Let's knock on the door.
Well, the obelisk is outside of all of that shit.
Why don't we look at the obelisk?
How about that one? That should be
Does
first.
Alana Padaman want to knock on the door while people look at the obelisk?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, so we'll start with the obelisk.
Okay.
When you look at the obelisk, it what kind of sensory abilities does everyone have? Does anybody have dark vision or any kind of arcane ability to see the arcane or divine or anything?
Well, if there's evil and good, as a paladin, don't I have my divine sense?
Does your divine sense? Can you? Do you have that at level 3? I think you do.
You do.
Yeah. So I have my divine sense here. Let me just.
Is it different for your oath than other oaths, or is it universal?
I think it's the same.
Okay.
I'm just getting my notes.
Yeah, go for it. Right?
Hello, dead hair. Anyone got anything interesting going on?
So while we look up those senses, Bob the Krill, your character flies down to knock on the door. How exactly do you knock on the door?
Just the back of the finger, just like a dot, 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 dot.
And then after that, Clack's gonna jump up over Bob's head and do he goes da 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 da, and then Clack's gonna go boom boom.
It's knocking on stone, and it doesn't really resonate very much. So you hear that there is kind of an opening up, that it is open on the other side, but only just barely. It doesn't react to you guys in any knocking on it in any meaningful way.
It's always polite to ask or to knock.
The chicken and the autonome in the room. What kind? Can you read your divine sense to me there, Galadriman?
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Like I could see it's a celestial, but not.
Okay, I think I remember enough from there. So,
there's also one more part. within the same radius, you detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the hollow spell.
Okay. So, looking upon the obelisk with your divine sense, you get, from within the obelisk, you detect a strong fiendish presence.
Okay, that definitely has my attention.
And you notice that behind the creepers and moss, there is some kind of inscription.
Okay, can I investigate that inscription?
Go ahead. Treviathan, would you like to help?
I also have proficiency in Arcana.
Okay.
Okay,
So you can make an Arcana check.
cool.
Against
Maybe I can help with that.
the inscription or the obelisk?
Just at the obelisk in general.
I would like to do that. Am I getting the help from... You know what? I'm okay. That's a nat 20 for 26. I've rolled nothing but either end of the spectrum so far.
Let's keep that going.
So you feel like this would be a good thing to cast Detect Magic on to be sure of, but there is some kind of enchantment on this obelisk.
Cool. You guys, I'm gonna need a few minutes to this one. And I have Detect Magic, so I'm going to plonk down an artifice out Detect Magic.
And Lottie, did you roll your investigation?
I was just, I'll do it right this second. Oh, sorry, that's not supposed to be.
It's okay, we'll just take the first one. So
Okay.
with a 3, you can investigate and clear the moss and creepers from the obelisk. And on the obelisk, there's a little poem written in common that reads, "Fear the night when the Forsaken One seizes Death's mantle and the seas dry up and the dead rise, and I, Acerak the Eternal, reap the world of the living. Those who dare take heed. The enemies oppose, one stands between them. In darkness it hides, don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. The keys turn on the inside only."
Mr. DM,
Mm-hmm.
I'm auditorily not a learner.
I will
Can you-
send you that later.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Totally.
I appreciate that. I can't.
I don't
got
expect you to.
I got
don't
one.
expect you
I
to
got
read
one
that.
line into it. I don't know.
That's fine. Okay, so that's what you read.
Fantastic.
And
Where?
that was on the obelisk.
No, I mean, where shall we read it?
Where find in
Oh,
Discord?
you want me to send it to you right now? I just meant like for the notes later. I can send you a picture in the Discord.
Okay, yeah, that would be great. I'm about
Actually,
to go in.
I have handouts for this. There are handouts.
Want see clue before going tomb.
Yes.
Well, while that's happening, Black's got a crowbar to the tomb door and is trying to lift it up. Just in the background, that's just going on.
Just while that poem is being
I'll
read.
be
just-
helping with my fingers.
Yeah, just
We got this. We're gonna get this open.
There we go. I
Trying to
just shared
squat
it
a
to you.
tomb. Amazing.
It's like for in the folder, the Tomb of the Nine Gods, and a
Amazing.
few levels in, you should be able to see player handbooks.
Thank
and
you.
a direct
That's
read.
exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
'Cause
Cool.
You started saying that, and my brain went.
Yeah, I should start doing that before I read it, so that you guys can, you don't have to write it down. So that is what you read. You've detected a fiendish presence from it, and you think that there's some kind of enchantment.
Okay, so since I've detected a fiendish presence, could I do either, I'm thinking history or religion? Can I see if I know anything about either Acerak? Is that how I say his name?
Acerak?
Acererak or if I have any other like historical knowledge about the inscription.
I know I'm ritually casting right now, but can I guidance?
In the middle of a ritual casting, I don't think so.
Fair enough.
But I would say that go ahead and make a history check there, Lottie.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20.
Hey yo, y'all, we've rolled like
Yeah.
bananas,
Y'all are
except for
cheating.
Bob.
So,
That maintains balance in the universe.
so with that natural 20 roll, you would know that Acererak is an incredibly powerful archlich. That nobody knows where his phylactery is, and he is a problem for a lot of people all over the place.
Okay, so I'm suspicious at this point.
He is no one to be trifled with.
As I'm thinking about this, or maybe I cast exposition and explain this to Trev.
Sure.
Kind of chortled nervously.
I'm just impressed you can make that noise on command. That's impressive. Well done. So, he's like, weirdly, there's an ethereal like chemistry set in front of him. That's how the ritual happens. And he's like looking through test tubes. I don't fucking know who that guy is.
What? He's not. He's an archlich.
Ah, fuck. Well, so, what do you want to know?
What do I want to know?
What do we do? I think we should go check on. We should make sure.
What is Clack doing right
Clack
now?
doesn't open that damn door.
Flex is going at the door with the crowbar.
Yeah, I think at this point, Clack's hitting the door with the crowbar, and I'm just attacking it with my sword. So we're just sitting there, like,
Nothing-
smacking the door.
And it's not working, for the record.
We almost got it.
Lottie hears this noise, and her head just does and my head just does the bird turn around without
Too
moving
far?
my body.
Could you? I'm gonna be here for like 8.5 more minutes. Can you make sure they don't fucking wake up a whole damn lich?
Up in there. Wake
I
up in
just
there.
walk off towards the two of them. Scratch, 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 scratch. And come up behind and peck on your shoulder,
Whose shoulder?
at your shoulder.
Mine.
Yes.
The tallest one in the party, because everyone else is little.
Yes, Big A. Big A is getting pecked.
Ah, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
We're trying to get this door open. We're one step
Can-
away
can
from
you-
the
can
treasure.
you
I can
settle?
smell it.
For a minute? We're trying to figure out what the hell's up with this
We're
archlich.
the only ones doing the work here. If we don't open this door, we're never gonna get to the treasure. Don't worry
Who says
about it.
it's this
The big
door?
A will lead you to victory. Ah! Creepy.
I am obviously pleased with myself.
No, you don't worry. No, you don't worry about us.
Just a little strut away.
Yeah, you go back over there. We'll take care of the door.
I'm not strutting away. You're not going in this door until we figure out this inscription.
Yeah, you guys.
Well, that's
You
what the
guys figure out
inscription.
the words.
I mean,
We'll figure out the door.
we've got a ritual in progress here.
And I'll say this conversation takes the rest of the 10 minutes. And with your detect magic, you find the obelisk radiates a strong aura of abjuration magic.
It's gonna try and blow our asses up.
That's evocation.
Not if it stands still. Abjuration is generally wards and protection. It can be either like the ward spell or like don't go here.
Or like a glyph that go boom.
Yes, that one.
Abjuration is a school of sort of persistence and maintenance.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
That's why it's associated with protection spells. It can also be used to seal things.
Fair.
And with your natural 20 Arcana check that you had before, I will say you are detecting something, a type of magic used to seal things and a fiendish presence inside the obelisk.
Inside the obelisk.
Correct. Lottie's divine sense detected a fiendish presence inside the obelisk.
Well, okay. So we have 9 cubes. Right? These are clues. Any of these fiendish?
The puzzle cubes do not radiate any magical properties themselves. They seem more like keys.
No, but like, if I look, each of them had a creature on them.
Mm-hmm.
You described a couple of the creatures. Are any of the creatures fiendish?
They're only stone carvings. I'm not sure. I'm going to say your best guess is no. But a lot of them look more beast-like than fiendish.
Okay, fair.
Beast or beast adjacent.
Okay. Beast or aberration, like.
I mean, there's a couple that pretty clearly look like monstrosities.
Sorry, that one. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, there's something evil in this shit. Like,
Newsflash of the century.
I have a gift for understatement. So how what are the carvings? So the carvings on this obelisk are the poem, correct?
Or the poem, correct.
That's the whole carvings. There's nothing really else.
Correct.
No
yeah.
keys, no places. That's just the carvings. Okay.
Nope.
But the obelisk itself gives off a fiendish presence.
What does
Yeah.
fiendish smell like?
Shit. Smells bad.
Yeah.
It smells a lot like rotten eggs and farts. Brimstone, sulfur. It has a caustic kind of smell to it.
Burn them nose hairs if you had them.
Well, fortunately, no.
Fortunately, no nose hairs.
Correct.
All right, Clack.
No
This
feathers?
door ain't budging.
Anyway,
Should we try the hallway?
Just hold on a second.
I would say with your investigations that you have, it does look like this obelisk has been knocked over and righted. There's a crack along the bottom that seems pretty clearly to be a seam.
Crack.
Crack. That doesn't seem good.
Or that's exactly how you open it.
Well, if there's something fiendish trapped in here and it's cracked,
Oh, wait, we could use the crowbar.
maybe not.
Oh.
Sorry, DM. How tall was the obelisk again?
Good question. 15 feet tall.
Black's gonna try to run, jump on top of it, see if there's anything hidden on top. Gets a bird eye view of the situation.
Are you going to touch the obelisk from that high?
Well, I'm up there, kind
Like,
of
how
grab the
careful
top.
are you being? Like, are you trying to knock it over?
No, just get up on, literally kind of like perch on top of
Okay.
it.
Scary DM question. So you touch it.
They've already touched it. They brushed off the moss. It's safe.
From the top of it, you don't necessarily see anything else. It's a rectangular prism with a pointed top.
Can I also move, like, walk with my detect magic while it's up and check out the door and the hallway?
Ooh. Okay, so as you go, do you want to go down the hallway or just go close to it?
Just looking into the hallway. I'll start with the door.
So looking down the hallway, you see that there's a series of alcoves down the tunnel. You need to go in to get a better look.
What about the door itself?
The door itself, a short tunnel ends at a slab of worked stone whose edges are marked by relief carvings of grinning skulls. 4 lines engraved at the center of the slab cross one another to form a star, with both ends of each line marking the locations of a cube-shaped cavity cut into the door with 8 cavities in all. No, that's not true.
Oh no.
Really? Because I
Door.
worked really hard to copy that down really good.
Hold on a second.
Are there like crowbar marks now against the door as well? Or is it stone is stronger than that?
Sorry. That's the wrong one. Nope, that is it's all out of order here. Yeah, that's what you see on the door.
Okay. Relief of worked stone, lines form a star, ends marking locations of a cube-shaped cavity. Right? I got that down right. Ish.
Don't worry, Arceus.
That
We
sounds
already
like a
tried getting
map.
the door. Didn't open.
Well, shit.
It could be
Lottie,
a
can
dead
we-
end
can we
already.
take we need to take this door down. I mean, like, as a map.
Okay.
A whole damn map.
Yeah.
Who brought
So
stuff?
Do we have any? Does anybody have any paper or a charcoal?
Yes.
A stick of charcoal?
All of the above.
Okay. Well, I'll take the piece of paper and lay it gently over the relief carving, and then I'm gonna take the piece of charcoal and rub it over the paper to capture the impression of the map.
So
underneath.
it's each of the carvings seems to correspond. There's I'll say each of these reliefs in recesses in the wall seems to correspond seems to be the same size as each of the puzzle cubes.
Wait, but didn't
Oh.
it say that the
Possible.
what did the poem say? Did it say it's on the inside?
It said the keys turn on the inside only.
The keys turn on the inside only. If the cubes are supposed to be keys, are they supposed to go on the inside of this door?
Oh, shit. So,
But not if
Maybe
the
we-
slot's on the outside, right?
maybe we don't go through the door. Maybe we take the easy hallway.
I'm down. I'm gonna run down the hallway.
Oh, shit, he gone. Doesn't try to stop him, just like,
Oh shit!
there he goes.
No!
Look
Okay,
at
I'm
him go.
gonna
Turns.
Look
show
at that bastard
done.
run.
I'm gonna do a bunch of show to players here. No, wait, that's not what I want. I thought Why
Clock's
can't I find the
bouncing
right-
after.
Let's go, Clark!
Just holler at him. You realize I have an expendable homunculus? Oh, no, he gone.
It's all good. Save your expensive homunculus.
Not what I said, but okay.
Glory to the first.
The first what?
I guess it don't matter. Lottie, I think if we don't follow them, they're going to leave us.
Oh, I guess we better go.
I guess
I haven't moved the character yet because I was waiting for the DM to
That's what I'm thinking.
say
so.
stuff.
Going into the hallway there, you see the alcoves run the length of a narrow tunnel, each one featuring a bestial statue standing or squatting above a basin of oil. And these seem to correspond with the items on the puzzle cubes. You can see more clearly that the first set of opposing statues is a Jaculi and a Sioux monster. The next pair is an Almirage and a Zorbo. And for the record, no, I didn't even write that down. A Zorbo is a little masked. It's a little. No, that's a different thing. A Zorbo is an entirely different creature. And so an Almirage and a Zorbo. The next is an Eblis and a Kubazan. Or sorry, no, an Eblis and a Froghemoth. So an Eblis is a type of crane. And a Froghemoth is another kind of monstrosity. And then there is a Grung and a Commodon, and at the end is a flail snail.
Can you describe the first two again?
Yeah, so the first two are a Jaculi and a Sioux monster. So a Sioux monster is like a monstrous monkey-type spirit creature.
Yeah.
And a Jaculi is... escaping me. I require encyclopedic knowledge of every D&D monster in order to run this game.
I have Google.
Yeah, that might be a good idea right now.
I don't know how to spell Jaculi.
Jaculi.
Okay, all right. I was so wrong. Okay, it's a serpentine monster. They look like snakes, tree-dwelling creatures that just look like snakes, with dark purple scales and an arrow-shaped head topped with sharp, forward-pointed horns.
Yes, that is what you see.
All right. So the first two look snaky.
Snake and monkey.
Both of them.
Snake and monkey.
Snake and monkey. It's a Jaculi and a Sioux monster.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did
The
say that.
Sioux are like the baboon things that nearly kicked our asses.
Yeah,
and they have that like
that wasn't us. What are you talking about?
Nearly out of character.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And then we have
This
a
voice
heron.
is not my character voice. Can you tell?
Oh, yeah, you got me. Fair enough.
That's one thing that's nice about character voice is it makes for a handy shorthand.
Yeah. Half the reason I do it. Sorry, Nico, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna follow up and say like the next two are a heron and a frog, like the Eblis and a frog thing.
Froghemoth.
Froghemoth.
So it's a frog with too many eyes and a bunch of tentacles sticking out of its back.
So
Lovely.
The statues have places to put cubes. They match the cubes.
And they have a basin of oil, you said, right? What kind of oil is it?
Right.
So, who is carrying the cubes right now?
I presume they're in my backpack.
So, as you walk in...
Nope.
You're not walking in?
I send my homunculus first.
With the puzzle cubes?
Nope.
Okay.
Does he die?
Nope.
Then I walk in.
As you walk by, you carrying the puzzle cubes in the sack, as you walk past each of the basins of oil, lights a flame.
Oh. Fuck.
And guard.
Detect magic spell or similar effect reveals an aura of divination magic around the statues. And the oil basins give off an aura of conjuration.
So the conjuration is probably conjuring the flame then?
As you get to the end... just a moment. as you get to the end, you see, if I can select the tiny little line on Roll20, the final puzzle, the final statue reveals itself to be a flail snail at the end, only after all of the other basins have lit.
He's so
That's
cute.
how many statues total are we supposed to see here?
9.
9? Okay, so that's 7 that you've described so far. Remind me what that...
So we
Okay.
have the Jaculi and the Sioux monster.
Yep, the Evelus and the Froghemoth.
Yeah.
Skipped one.
So Jaculi, Sioux monster, then Almirage and Zorbo, then Eblis and Froghemoth, then Grung and Kamadan. And a Kamadan is a kind of jaguar-looking creature with snakes coming out of its shoulders.
Okay. This
Kind of like a
is...
displacer beast.
But actual snakes, not tentacles. And not a panther, a jaguar. It has spots.
Ah.
Actually, I think panthers do have spots. It's just that you can't see them.
I thought the the differentiation between jaguar and panther was like...
Panthers are all black, for the most part.
Yeah. But I thought they did actually have like a pattern under
I think
there.
you're
You just
right.
can't see it.
Okay.
I think you're right.
Okay.
However,
Not a
you, as the final statue reveals itself, you also notice that there is loot.
Hey, stuff!
There's a gold pendant that hangs like an eye. A gold pendant shaped like an eye hangs from the statue. It is worth 25 gold and radiates an aura of divination magic.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well,
I'm hesitant to touch it.
I'm not. I'll reach over Trev and go to grab it.
Well, why don't we?
Well, hold on. Trav, do you stop him?
nope.
Okay, so he touches it before you get a chance to stop him. Sorry,
It'll be
Lottie.
shiny.
This is Finders Keepers rules over here. So I guess we're
Yeah,
keeping
just
this
know we
one.
don't get to keep any of this magical shit.
I'm gonna back up about 5 feet.
As you do.
Boom.
No, I'm kidding. So what does Clack do with the pendant? Once
What's it-
they have it.
She'll just look at it, shake it slightly, jingles.
It looks like an eye. It's made of gold. Looks nice.
Into a side pouch. That's it, so it's in there nice and dirty.
You're not gonna try it on? That's gonna look awesome.
Okay.
That's gonna look awesome.
Was the most latent okay I've ever heard.
I'm just there's so many things I have to keep track of in this
No,
area.
I totally get it.
You have no idea.
I don't doubt any of that.
So is there anything else that you guys want to do in this area? In this little hallway?
I'm going to send my homunculus to check that entire flail snail statue.
Okay. Have your homunculus roll an investigation check. Or I guess they can probably do it with your stats. That's fine, right? You're right there.
Okay. I'm using it like basically a fancy mage hand. 25.
Great. So with a 25 investigation check, you don't find anything of note.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a spare arrow I have and kind of poke the oil with the fire in it, and like there's like open
Magic
prod
fire.
at it. There's like
So what are you poking?
Fire is made of fire.
Basically.
Is there a receptacle on any of these statues for the cube?
No.
Okay.
With your detect magic and your understanding, because you walked by with the puzzles, it seemed like they were just trying to detect their corresponding puzzle cube.
Okay.
Do the images on the puzzle pieces seem to directly correlate?
Directly. Absolutely. Each of these little shrines seems to represent one of the puzzle cubes, and vice versa. Or they're representative of the same entity.
Okay.
Bet the door is unlocked now.
Can I investigate? Actually, can I go up and just knock on one of the statues? Get a sense of
Go ahead and move your character piece, your token over there.
Okay.
So sorry.
Um,
Does
I'm up
It doesn't look like you're moving. Oh, there
the
we go.
puzzle pieces?
So you knock on the statue and nothing happens.
The puzzle pieces fit in the statues.
Okay, but do I hear anything? Does it sound like it's solid, or does it sound like there's anything inside of it?
It sounds like stone. Carved stone.
Can we put the puzzle piece in the statue?
I mean, you could put it in the bowl, but you don't know what that would do.
Can we put one in the bowl?
Now, I have a thought. First line of that poem was "The enemies oppose." We have 3 sets of opposing statues. What if we put the Jaculi in the Sioux Monster Basin and the Sioux Monster thing in the Jaculi Basin?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Can we do this remotely? Can we do this with?
Yep, I can send my homunculus.
Okay.
Okay, let's all get out of the hallway.
Put all your tokens where you think you're going to be for when this happens, and let me know when you're ready.
My homunculus will do all of this work. He will fly around and just bloop, 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 bloop. And everyone can be outside of that cabinet. Outside of that
Phil,
thing.
is that where you want to be? Because it shows that you're right next to the statues right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, what puzzle cubes does the homunculi go with first?
So, it says the first line is "The enemies oppose."
Mm-hmm.
So the Sioux Monster cube in the Jaculi Basin.
Okay.
And the Jaculi cube in the Sioux Monster Basin.
Oh, okay, cool. So the homunculi follows those commands, and it puts the puzzle cube in the basin opposite of where its statue is.
Yes.
Its corresponding statue is. Okay. Does it just do that for the first row?
We're going to start with the first row and see how it goes.
Okay.
We're going to start with 1 and see what happens.
You do the first row, okay, so you're going to do that with which one first? The Jaculi or the Sioux?
Let's start with the Jaculi, sure. We'll start with the Jaculi.
Sure. So you put the Sioux Monster one in the Jaculi Basin.
Yes.
Nothing happens.
Okay. And then we'll do
and
the
these are stone puzzle cubes, so you don't have to worry about them burning either.
That was the other concern.
Yes. They're made of stone. Okay, so which one are you doing now?
The Sioux Monster. The Jaculi token in the Sioux Monster Basin.
Okay, you do that, nothing happens.
Okay. And we'll just slowly...
Okay, as you go down,
all of them.
You put all of the corresponding and opposing puzzle cubes into the opposite sides, and you get to the end, and your homunculi is standing there with the flail snail cube, looking at the flail snail statue, who isn't opposing anyone, and looks back at you like,
don't we have 10 cubes?
9.
I thought you said there was 9 plus 1. One more. Oh, okay,
9.
I misunderstood.
I guess we gotta fight one.
Okay,
Nothing has happened so far.
try it in the flail snail basin.
The snails hate themselves.
Just like tosses it over his
I
shoulder.
assume
and-
these basins are like we can salvage these cubes back. It's not like
yeah.
yeah, okay.
Totally.
So,
They put
into
the
basin.
flail snail cube in the flail snail basin.
Yeah.
And nothing happened.
Okay, bring it here.
All of it?
Just the one.
Okay. He
For now.
brings the flail snail one back to you.
Nowhere on the cube. There's nowhere on the obelisk to put the flail snail cube because that is almost opposite. Like if it was on the north side of that obelisk, that would be perfect.
Sorry, what?
If I look, the line between the flail snail statue and the north side of that obelisk is almost a straight line.
Oh, almost, but no. Good thinking. I like the way you're thinking. Okay,
My brain's
so
turning, man.
Trevathan, you've had the floor for a while now. I want to
Sure.
give an opportunity for Bob the Krill and Jay,
Yeah.
and
100%.
see if either of you guys have any ideas that you want to try. Any red buttons you want to push.
Should we just put them in their respective ones?
Emily, we could try it. We could also try putting it in the other door.
There is the door over here.
My homunculus will just do whatever you guys want to do from a safe distance if you'd rather.
So is
How are
that...
How are the gargoyles looking?
They haven't moved.
How are the gargoyles looking from my detect magic?
They have...
I would have walked by them on my way in.
yeah, but I don't think you detect anything from it.
Okay.
I don't think you detect anything from the gargoyles.
Okay. Fair enough.
We don't have to worry about feeding them after 10 o'clock.
But they feel creepy.
I'm creeped out all over.
I love it. I love the creepy. Let's go.
All right. So what are we doing next?
Well, I guess, everyone is looking down the hallway. I guess I'll take a closer look at the gold necklace. I just know Shiny grabbed it now that they're distracted. I can.
Divination magic?
What do you do with the necklace specifically?
Look at it at every angle, glint it off how shiny it is.
How do you hold it? You just hold it in the palm of your hand?
Yeah, it's like,
Okay, nothing. It rolls a little bit in your hand as you move it, but it doesn't seem to do anything. It is a pendant. There is a chain as well. Do you
I
hang it
swing
by
the chain around my finger.
Okay. And as soon as it comes to rest, you notice that it doesn't rest to hanging straight down. It points this way.
Sorry, where?
Opposite, away from the hallway.
I'm gonna look over at everybody else. They're all distracted as I just slowly just meander over in that direction.
Okay. Make a stealth check. And everybody else make perception. Oh.
Got him.
Ooh.
Nice. Meets it, beats it. Excellent. So our auto-gnome notices the Kenku trying to sneak off with the pendant.
Hey, where are you going, man? That was almost Shaggy. Zoinks!
Zoink, Scoob!
Jinkies.
That'll be a different one shot where we all play.
Dibs on Shaggy.
I feel a moral obligation to Velma.
Fair. I vote Bob the Crow gets to play Daphne.
There you go.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Oh, fine.
So
On the flip side.
you notice that the Kenku is trying to sneak off somewhere else. What do you do?
Hey, Black, what you seeing?
Just follow some breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs.
Dottie, you want to follow our other bird friend?
Yeah, I'll come with. And I begin to strut alongside Clack.
Okay. Move your tokens correspondingly.
Black's kind of sad that he can sneak away.
Yeah, it was close. It was close. But as you you notice that the pendant is pointing in this direction, over to this particular cliffside. It looks like just another cliff face that's covered in vines and such.
Just keep following until like it rests against the wall, I guess, and just make sure it's like.
And as you get closer to the wall, you notice there isn't actually a wall there. Oh shit, hold on. What did that? Oh, I see. Okay. That is going to go to the map. There isn't actually a wall there. And that probably looks a lot better if I delete the light blocking thing. There you go. So now you can actually see and move through there. And you see in there another door that leads to, or you see another door with 9 square carvings, very similar to the recesses in the door that you saw over by the obelisk, except the one over by the obelisk only had 8. This one has 9.
Secret tunnel!
So while
Black
this
will
is
shout
happening, let's pop back to our A-man and Arceus. What else are you two
A-man,
doing?
funnily enough.
The A-man over here.
Hey team.
I think we're just juggling the cubes, throwing them in random cauldrons, trying them in their own respective cauldrons, see if they do anything.
Him and my homunculus are just running across the
We're
like a
just,
Scooby-Doo
chugging
montage.
around, yeah.
And no matter what permutation you do, it doesn't seem to have any impact on, like, it doesn't change what's happening. They still are on fire. They're still doing everything that you expect.
So, you think we're tapped out?
I don't know. I don't think the cubes go in here unless. Did we try the one with the cube in this one? And never mind. Yeah.
Based on my math, there's like 5,700 different combinations this could be. Why don't we see
Not
what
all of
they're
them
up
make
to?
sense.
Why don't we see what they're up to?
Yeah, okay. Bring the cubes.
Arceus, collect the cubes!
And he just zips around.
And yes, my homunculus, Arceus's homunculus is named Sparxius.
Hey, Clack. Clack, where are you? Clack.
Secret tunnel!
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! Anyway.
Secret tunnel!
Pulling aside the heavy undergrowth, you uncover an archway in the cliff face. Stone skulls peer down from the inlet. Nope, from the lintel, and old bones litter the threshold. As light strikes the entrance, a swarm of bats screeches out from within. Now I'm reading. That's all I know for sure.
Wildly flail my rapier at the bats.
There you go. A slab of worked stone blocks the overgrown tunnel some 20 feet from the entrance. Grinning skulls mark the edges of the slab, in the center of which are 9 cube-shaped cavities arranged in rows of 3. So where the other ones seemed to, the cavities were at the ends of lines that intersected like a star, this one seems to more correspond with the gallery of tricksters that you were in before, the hallway with the inlets.
Okay.
Where there is a recess at the top, and then there are 4 pairs.
All right, should we throw them in the way their statues are?
Yeah, I think they should be opposed to each other. That makes sense based on the poem.
Homunculus first.
That's probably good too.
So which cubes are you putting where?
We have 3 rows of 3, right? How are they done?
Hold on, wait. Because there's... Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's like an alignment chart. 3 rows of 3.
Okay, so it's 3 rows of 3.
Yeah, and then there's one in the center. Yeah.
So, maybe the flail snail goes in the center because the opposites should oppose each other.
Have we encountered any of these individual monsters on our travels?
Say maybe, but not particularly. A lot of it doesn't make sense in terms of like predation. I'll say that much for sure.
Can I do a religion check to see if I know about any
Sure.
relevant deities?
Guidance.
Yeah. Do a religion check.
Add a d4.
Okay,
Ooh, 15 plus.
plus D4.
Let me just check my timeline here.
16.
Can I do an investigation check just to see if there's any clues to which one would go where?
Bones.
So I'm gonna say with a 16. I would say with a 16 you can tell that these definitely have some religious significance. And you're starting to believe that these are representative of the 9 gods in the tomb.
I see.
So
Okay.
there is story and lore to it, but you don't know what that is just from history check. Just
But
from
I'm
the-
getting those vibes, yeah.
But you get that knowing that information would have helped you.
Oh, great.
Sorry. That's like if you got a dirty 20, then I would have been like, oh yeah, this is the story. But
No fret.
Can I
Makes sense, though.
investigate? Can I investigate the wall to see if there's any signs of like which cubes go into which slot? Like, are there any?
all of the holes are identical. All of the recesses are identical, and any of the cubes could fit in any of these spaces.
Should we just try every single orientation? Can I just
Wait, hold
start
on.
putting them in randomly?
No, one stands between them. In the darkness, it hides. What hides in the darkness? Just the snake.
This
Well-
tunnel was pretty dark before you opened it up.
Well, I know, but it says in the darkness. The poem says in the darkness, it hides.
My guess would be, so the enemies opposed, that's the 2 and 2 and 2. One stands between them, that's the flail snail.
Okay.
In darkness, it hides, that's the door. Don the mask or be seen. What
I start
mask?
rummaging through the bones. Are there any masks in the bones? I'll push around with my rapier.
Roll an investigation check.
Stick a skull on my head.
The skull seems to do nothing but stink.
Fantastic. Well, that's
Actually, it
never
doesn't
gonna
even
work.
stink that much because they've probably been there just that long.
Fair enough. Oh, guidance, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a d4.
Hey!
Nice.
14's better than a 10.
Cool.
Mhm.
You gain no new information with this roll.
Can I put the snail cube in the middle? I'm gonna put the snail cube in the middle slot and see if
Sure.
it does anything.
Nothing happens.
No sign. Can I put the snail cube in every slot? Does anything happen?
You can. Nothing.
Nothing. So we won't know until we get the ball right.
So where's the snail cube right now?
Put it back in the middle slot.
Do you guys want to try? we're at 8:30 right now, so I kind of want to try to maybe do this, see how this puzzle turns out,
Mhm.
then see how we're feeling. We started a little late tonight, so.
Can I convince everybody to put the opposite pairs in sort of order, so we know that the Ejaculite and the Shoe Monster were first? Can we put them like in the? I'm trying to think, which would be the closest end?
That's what I was trying to discern myself too.
Well, this is a circle. That was a line.
What's on the door again? Sorry. There's 8 spaces on the door.
There's 9 spaces. So it's...
Or, sorry, not this door.
There's 3 rows of 3. So there's 3 in the top, and then right now you've got in the middle, there's a blank one, and then the snail, and then a blank one. And then you have another 3 below that.
I mean, the other
Other
door.
than that, it's decorated with carvings of a bunch of grinning skulls.
What about the large door? Is there carvings on that?
Also, grinning skulls. However, that door also only has 8 squares, not 9.
What confirmation were those 8 cubes? Just out of curiosity.
There was not a hole in the middle.
Can
There
I
was
put
not a recess in the middle.
Can I put the ones facing each other in the big door? Can I do them opposites so that they're facing each other?
Tell me specifically where each one goes.
The first 2 would be... It's a circle, right?
So in the hallway, the first 2 would be the Jaculi and the Sioux Monster.
And then those would just be the left and the right.
So the top left and the top right?
Is it a circle or is it
It's a circle.
Yeah, so middle left, middle right.
So middle left, middle right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Load them up.
What happens if I did top left, bottom right?
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Oh, okay.
You want to keep going?
Yeah, I'll just do them all like that. So,
Okay, so what's the next 2 that you put in?
What's the next 2 creatures?
The
think
next
that-
2 in that hallway would be the Almirage and the Zorbo.
Yeah, so I'll do that top, center, bottom, center.
And then there is an Eblis and a Froghemoth.
And that's top right, bottom left.
And then the next one would be a Grung and a Commandant.
And then those are in the middle. The
Okay.
middle.
As you do that at this entrance, the
I
one
think-
over by the obelisk, right? As you do this, yep. Okay, just double checking. The door opens.
Wait,
I did it!
what? That door?
This door
Yeah.
up here opens, and as you it opens, I need you to tell me right now if you're going to go in or not. Are you going to walk through that door?
Can I see in it, or
It's pretty dark.
We have torches.
can I throw a torch in?
Just a moment. On the other side, you see a 10 by 10 foot room with seemingly nowhere else.
Well,
Actually, no. You know what? No, you don't have to tell me if you go in right now. It stays open.
oh, I have an idea, guys. Lock me inside with my torch, and I'll see with the snail cube, please.
So the only one that's with you right now is Clack.
Clack. Lock me inside of here by probably taking out one of the cubes, but give me the snail cube.
The cubes went up
Dang, they're gone.
with the door, so they're in the door right now. But you would still be one of you would still be holding the snail. Actually, last I heard, the snail cube
It's
was
in the
still
middle.
in the other door.
That is true.
Okay.
right? So that's where that is right now.
I'm gonna
Hey,
go.
where did Arceus go with
I'm
all
gonna grab
cubes?
these two. I'm gonna grab these two. Tell them what's going on. Grab the snail cube, and then tell them I'll be inside the other room with the snail cube. Then I'm
Are
gonna
you insane? Okay, what is happening? Okay.
I'm gonna run as fast as I can all the
So-
way back to the other room.
Okay, so
do
you run
think
over
he's gonna
here.
die?
Are you? So now I'm gonna say I just gotta double check. So
So-
this goes away, and you can see in there now.
Okay.
Can you move through? Okay, good.
I
So-
will walk in.
As soon as you when you walk in,
Dottie, do you think he's gonna die?
and so you grab the flail snail cube, and it's in your hand, right?
Yep.
And you
Yep.
walk in.
Yep.
Okay. Once you walk in, once you are completely through the door slowly starts to close.
Guidance!
Is there anything on the inside of the door? As it's
Not much. Looks like there is. Actually, make a perception check.
Perception.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a hole for the last cube, or any inscription or writing, I guess.
There's no inscription or writing, and there's nothing to put the cube in.
Can I try and roll out?
You can leave.
Okay, I'll roll out.
Move your token accordingly.
Bam.
And once you do, all of the cubes pop out.
Sweet. Guys, do you think I should go in there and stay in there?
Oh, what would you do in there?
Because the key's on the inside of the door.
It does say the key's on the inside.
What's the other one?
Oh, keys
Turn on the
on
inside.
the inside only. Speak no. Hang on. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. The keys turn on the inside only.
Okay, so lock me in there. We'll put the cubes in the other door, and then I'll turn it. Somehow.
Oh. Well, let's make sure the same combination opens the damn door again.
Yeah, I guess that's
Okay,
true.
yeah, let's
Okay,
try
so
that.
you just put all of the stuff back in where it just was?
Yep.
Okay, and the door opens.
Okay, I'm gonna run in.
All right, go in.
Okay,
Be
And
careful of
Here's-
falling
I
pitfalls and
don't.
spikes and
give
doors.
them. I give them the snail cube.
okay, cool.
We have the
so then-
snail cube?
Yep.
Okay.
And the door closes.
Bye.
All right, guidance.
He's got guidance. Okay, great. Can we, while Bob the Krill is not present, I would like, can we hide his face?
Should I just leave?
No, it's okay. Never mind. We won't do that. It's too fancy.
Just leave the room.
Yeah, just bye. See you later.
Keep your headphones on, but leave the room.
Okay.
Here, I can do
So-
that. I can just go yeah, there you go.
What does everybody else do?
What do you say we count to 10 and if we hear, I pay attention for screaming.
Oh, the door closes and the puzzle cubes pop back out again and fall to the ground.
Count to 10 and put the puzzle cubes back in.
Okay.
Anyone disagree? Back. He's your friend. What do you say?
15 seconds.
Okay.
Okay. So you wait 15 seconds.
Ear to the stone, listening for screaming.
Make a perception check.
That's a 6 on a natural 2.
It's pretty thick stone. I don't think
Fair
you
enough.
can hear anything. Okay.
And then put the cubes back. Unless Lottie has other ideas.
Leave them.
No, I don't have any other ideas right now. I'm kind of
So I'll say all 7 of the cubes are back in, and you're holding the last one right now while checking with Lottie.
Heck! Push the button.
Put the last cube in.
This is just an effort in Jay's emotions. Just emoting.
When you put the last cube in, it does not open.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I would like to return to Bob the Krill.
Oh yes.
Let's bring Bob the Krill back here.
Hey.
And
Bye.
Alana Panaman,
Anime. Yes.
you are in a dark room by yourself
With a torch.
with a torch.
The torch.
And now you hear a dull, quiet
Is it gas? Can I see any? Can I smell anything?
make a perception check.
Perception. Oh my goodness. This guy wants to die.
You do have guidance.
Oh, yeah, it says D4.
There are, you know what? I'll say there are ornate skulls with open mouths in this room that are billowing out this yellow gas.
Ah!
Oh no.
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Please. Okay.
Okay, so you succeed on the save.
Is there anything else I can see in the room other than the skulls? The gas?
You see the closed door.
It's the closed door.
That's the first round.
Okay.
I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. 20.
Okay, you succeed. It hurts. Your throat is burning. It smells awful and acidic and just unpleasant.
Can I... is the gas... Can I tell if the gas is rising or sinking?
It is filling the room. So at this point, it's a little bit too hard to tell. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Can I... how many skulls are there on the wall?
Undetermined. We'll say there's 9 for poetic sake.
Poetic. I guess I'll try call for help.
You shout.
I'm dying!
I would like everyone else to make a perception check.
It's gas!
Leviathan, you get advantage because you had your ear to the wall. We'll call it DC 20.
I got it.
Lottie, you hear him. Lottie hears him crying for help from the other side.
Big Al's yelling in there.
Right, if
Can we open the door?
I will say,
Where's the
Panaman, you
guys?
need to make another Constitution saving throw. This is your third.
Alrighty.
Let's crack open this bitch! So the cubes aren't opening the door, though, right?
Correct.
Try different combinations.
Constitution save. You save.
This is where all my luck is. I'm gonna try hold my breath.
So we have to try and open this door, I guess. Yeah, different combinations. See if any of them open, just like Jay said.
Can we do the opposite combination?
Ooh, the opposite combination.
You can.
That's a great
change
idea,
it.
Lottie.
Change it back around, and it still doesn't work. I feel like this there's too much happening right now. I think I'm gonna ask for everybody to come back in. I was trying to do something, and it was more complicated in real life than I thought it would be in my brain. So we're gonna get another. Every time you guys try something, Bob the Krill is gonna have to make another Constitution saving throw. So you guys just tried another one. We're on our 4th Constitution saving throw, I think. Go ahead, Bob the Krill.
Oh, 7.
I would like you to roll 1d10 poison damage and 1d10 acid damage.
Oh,
12.
So you take that much damage.
Guys, I'm about to die.
So, what do we try next?
Can I try from inside?
You see where the gas is coming from. What do you
Can I try covering the gas, like
with your hand?
with like my like a piece of my armor?
What kind of armor are you wearing?
I'll just say it's like my cape.
Okay. You try to jam your cape into one of the holes, and it seems to plug up that one.
or 8 more.
Can I just start plugging them all up?
Yeah. Let me just. There are rules, so just hold on a second.
Okay.
Sorry, just 1 second.
And I'm also going to use my one of my second winds to do 1d10 plus
Okay.
HP.
So, each hole requires an action. And it requires a successful DC 10 dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Okay. Dex. Okay,
dexterity.
here we go. 15.
I think it's a DC 10 check, so you managed to plug one of them, and now now people on the outside, what are you doing?
Do I get to use a bonus action? Sorry. No.
Oh,
You can't use bonus action for a check.
Or, no, sorry. Can I do a bonus action? As in, can I use my second wind?
For another action? Sure. Or no,
as
that's the heal, right?
as a bonus action.
Yeah, you can do that. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Anybody's going to be in there, I guess. I guess the fighter is probably a good one to have. Anything else you want to do before I move on to the people outside?
I got 8 HP back, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so that was the 4th Constitution save I made you do, right?
Yes.
Okay, people outside, what you doing?
What do you want to do?
Is that necklace of yours pointing at anything?
You look at the thing while it's dangling on the chain?
Yep.
It's still pointing to the other entrance.
Jurassic,
Pointing at the entrance.
Jurassic Times. You said it looks like a golden eye, correct?
Correct.
Can I try to look through the eye in the medallion, or is it just one-sided?
It's just a golden medallion. It doesn't have a crystal part or anything. It's just, it has an eye carving on it.
I'm gonna.
All right.
Jurassic Times. I put it on.
Okay. As you put it on, it still pulls towards the other entrance.
I'm gonna start gathering.
I'm gonna say, because we're under time pressure right now, we're at a time, and we're gonna have another Constitution saving throw. So, Alan, please make a Constitution saving throw.
22.
You succeed. What else do you do in this room? You want to try to plug another hole?
Plug another hole. Yeah.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw, or a dexterity check.
Dex check.
And I'm sorry, there's not 9. There's 6 holes billowing smoke.
Ooh. Okay. There's
But
only
you
5.
failed to seal this one.
Yep.
People outside. What would you like to do?
Can I go? I'm going with you to try. Maybe we can try the other door again.
Around the other door.
With the puzzle cubes?
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys, I'll say you guys can spend your turn moving back to the other door. Autonome, is there anything else you want to do?
I am going to.
I feel like that's really rude. Sorry. Arceus. Anything else you want to
Senior
do?
autonome to you. You know what? I've got a whole series of proficiencies in masonry tools.
Okay.
I want to see if I can find a weak spot in this door.
Okay. How do you see this going? Would you like to make it a strength check, an investigation? What skill would you like to use?
This is definitely like an intellectual's
Yeah.
trying
Okay.
to see if there's a check. So is that an int check?
I'll make it an investigation.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
You gain no new information with this roll.
Fantastic. I'm just over here
Lanamana
staring at a wall.
That's me.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
This
Nat
is your
20?
6th. Nice. You feel hardy.
Yes. Okay. And
What would you like
Very vigorous.
Mm-hmm.
try to plug another hole.
Go ahead and make your dex check.
Oh, sorry. Roll Constitution again. Cancel that one. Oh, I guess I have a +2 to both, but do you want me to roll Dex?
Okay. No, I'll just call that one successful. You have 2 holes plugged.
Can I use an action surge?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and make another dexterity check.
And this is for the 3rd hole.
No, that is enough. So you have half of them plugged now.
Ooh.
Okay. So back to the outside. I'll go with Galadremen and Jay. What do you want to try at this door? So you've got all 9 cubes with you.
The same combination, but with the snail in the middle.
Okay. Let me just double check my notes. The first door. Predator, blah, blah, blah. So, as you place the last cube in the corresponding spot, just like you did at the other door, but with the flail snail cube in the middle, the door opens.
Which door?
The one that Jay and the one that they put the puzzle cubes into rumbles and slides up.
Secret tunnel
The
door.
puzzle cubes light up, glow brighter and brighter, and then disappear as that door opens. Now that you've done that, we're gonna go back to we're gonna go back to our autonome friend Arceus. What are you doing? I'm guessing you're still out by Alanamana Panaman's.
Yeah, I want to try and blow the door. I don't have dynamite, but I want to try.
Okay.
When I looked at this door before, did it seem like arcane in... It had abjuration magic, didn't it?
This door,
When I did detect magic walk by?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
it had-
that was the obelisk.
Oh, that was the obelisk.
If there's any magic from this one, it would be divination. To detect the type of cube.
Right. Okay. And we said, and when this door went up, it was really thick, right?
Yeah, it's very solid.
Okay. You know what? I don't have a whole lot I can fucking do here, man.
And because we're short on time, I'm gonna move on to Alanamana Panaman. At the start
Here
of
we
your
go.
turn, please make another Constitution saving throw.
A 6.
Roll the damage. 2d10. 1d10 of acid, 1d10 of poison.
2d10.
That's 16 damage.
That's painful.
How are you doing?
The holes?
Let's just say I've got less health than what I have on my five fingers.
Okay. Do you want to try to plug another hole? Or anything else you want to try?
Yep. I'm going to plug another hole, and then I'm going to try, for my bonus action, doing another second wind, because I've got 2 of them.
Okay.
More HP.
More HP. More
Okay, so
HP.
first, plug a hole. But
Dexterity check. That's enough. So you plug another hole. You only need to plug 2 more.
2 more. Okay.
2 more holes.
And D10 of health.
And then you've got your... how much do you heal from your second wind? 8 plus
8
con,
plus
right?
3. So
Nice.
it's not too bad. 11.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. And then that's the end of your turn, unless you want to... Do you have another action surge?
Nope. I think that is everything I've got.
All right. So returning to our... we'll return to Galadrimmon and Jay. What are you two doing? Let's try to keep our tokens close to where we're at in game.
Okay.
So you guys have unlocked the other entrance, and you see another room before you. In this other room, it says a slab of worked stone blocks the overgrown tunnel some 20 feet from the entrance. Grinning skulls mark the edges of the slab, in the center of which is 9... Onto the second door, another slab blocks the hallway 20 feet beyond the first door. An iron lever is set into the door's surface with a graven stone skull leering from above. Would you like to walk through that door?
I'm in a bit of a panic, so could I jump through the door and try to land on the lever? Like
Do you want to pull the lever?
If I pull it is it purporting out towards us or towards the door? Or is it more of like a side-to-side thing?
It's sort of in the... It says, when the character reaches the midpoint of the hall, read, the skull's jaws creak open, and a skeletal hand holding a crystal hourglass-style timer emerges from within. So as soon as you make it halfway through, even without touching the lever, this hourglass appears. With a click, the timer rotates and starts to trickle into its lower lobe. 10.
Pulling the lever. Because I kind of landed on it, so I was
It
like,
recedes.
Click.
And when you do that, the door that you passed opens again. I guess it closed behind you. But
And
it would
so
have closed.
the other door that's still closed on the other side of this room, it's just like a blank slab like we've been seeing before. There's nothing, no indents, no handles.
Correct.
And the countdown is still doing the countdown,
No,
or did it kind of just...
As soon as you pull the lever, the door that you walked through opens and the countdown stops. So now that you've done that, I'm gonna move on to Arceus and see what you're doing.
Fantastic. I have a crowbar, a light hammer, a hammer, and a whole bunch of other masonry shit.
Okay.
I'm going to try and wedge those under this massive fucking door using all of Archimedes' bullshit and every kind of leverage I can to try and get a crack, just so there's fresh air.
I will say, you were rolling an investigation check before. What was the result of that roll?
A nat one. I don't know what I got.
So
on
I
it.
don't think you can find a crack to even start with. Honestly.
Okay, fine. Thunderwave.
Okay.
I'm
How
gonna do
much?
thunder damage to this damn structure.
Okay. How much damage does that do?
It's 2d8. I don't have a whole lot.
So, does it get a save? Constitution save?
Structures don't generally get saves.
Yeah. Okay. But you rolled a 0?
I rolled 8 and 5. I rolled 13 total. I don't know why it's showing 0. That's weird.
8 and 5. Okay.
Green, too.
So it's not enough to break it, but it is vulnerable to thunder damage.
Do I develop any cracks or anything?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you. So, our friend in the cage, make another Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty.
Also, thunder damage, 300 feet, audible. So you just hear your friends thundering on the outside.
15.
That's enough. So you save.
So
How are you going to spend your action?
There's 2 holes left, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna put 2 fingers in the 2 holes and then use my scimitar and cut them off.
And cut your hand?
Cut
Cut
off
your
my
fingers off?
Yeah.
Okay. With roll an attack on yourself.
Okay.
Or I guess roll damage. Or roll an attack to see if you crit.
Okay. Scimitar attack. Here we come. A 12.
What's your AC?
14.
Okay. And what's the damage?
Uh,
Say half damage on yourself.
no way. It's a 1. A 1 plus 3.
Okay.
I've been rolling so bad.
So
great.
you deal 2 damage to yourself.
Mhm.
And with that, I'm gonna say with that kind of sacrifice, the holes are plugged. There is no more gas pouring into the room. I need you to make 1 more Constitution save to see if you last the remaining air that's in there.
All right. Oh, that's 15.
You save. And
And
with that,
Wow.
the door, after 10 rounds, the door opens on its own.
I'm just sitting in the corner.
And, Arceus, you see him.
Bleeding.
Which hand did you mutilate?
He didn't even think, so he's lost his 2 fingers on his right hand, and he's a right hand dominant guy.
So you see, Alana Manapanaman in the corner, traumatized, terrified, and missing 2 of his fingers.
wheel right up. Cure wounds. Boom.
And I think
cure wounds.
We're running a little bit late tonight. That is a great spot to stop. I'm gonna call it right there. Oh my goodness! I'm so glad it was you. I'm so glad it was the fighter. Like if it was the rogue, I think they might have been tough. They might have been toast, right? But welcome to the tomb, baby.
Yeah. Wow.
I might need a short rest here.
Sure.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We will be back again next week. We hope you had a wonderful holiday break. And next week, we will continue with this until these characters either perish, run away, or somehow beat the tomb. And we'll see you next week to see what happens.
Bye,
Salon.
everybody.